Arin, the Green Forest hero, knew every inch of the Whispering Woods. He grew up among its ancient trees. The Whispering Leaves shared their secrets with him. The forest was his home, his sanctuary.
I was known for my speed and agility, a protector, a guardian.
His bow and arrow were his constant companions. He used them to defend the forest and its creatures. Arin could feel the forest's pulse. He understood the language of the animals. The rustling leaves, the chirping birds, they all spoke to him. He was the Green Forest hero, a title bestowed upon him not by blood but by his unwavering love and dedication to his home. One day, a darkness descended upon the Whispering Woods, a place once filled with light and laughter. It seeped in from the edges, corrupting everything it touched, spreading like an insidious plague. The trees, once vibrant and alive, withered and groaned in pain, their leaves turning brittle and falling to the ground. The air grew heavy, thick with an ominous silence that seemed to choke the very life out of the forest. The animals fled, their fear palpable, their eyes wide with terror as they sought refuge from the encroaching darkness. The whispers of the forest turned into cries of pain and despair, echoing through the once serene landscape.
I felt it too, a chilling dread that seeped into my very core, making my heart pound with a sense of impending doom. I knew I had to act, and quickly. There was no time to waste if I wanted to save my beloved home. The forest, my home, was under attack, and I could not stand idly by while it was consumed by this malevolent force.
This was a darkness unlike any he had encountered before, more sinister and powerful than anything he had ever faced. It was powerful, relentless, and it threatened to consume everything he held dear, leaving nothing but desolation in its wake. Determined, Arin vowed to fight back. He would not let this darkness take away the only home he had ever known. He would protect his home, no matter the cost, even if it meant facing the darkness head-on. He grabbed his bow and arrow, the familiar weight comforting in his hand, and set out into the encroaching darkness, ready to confront whatever lay ahead. Deep in the heart of the Whispering Woods lived Eldrin, the wise owl. Eldrin had seen seasons change, empires rise and fall. His wisdom was vast, his knowledge ancient. Arin sought him out, hoping for answers.
Eldrin, the forest is in danger. What is this darkness?
Eldrin turned his head, his amber eyes piercing the gloom.
The heart of the forest, young Arin, is fading. A powerful evil seeks to corrupt it, to bend the forest to its will.
Arin's heart sank. The heart of the forest was the source of its life, its magic. If it fell, the Whispering Woods would fall with it. You must find the heart of the forest, Arin. Eldrin's voice was grave, echoing in the stillness of the woods. You must protect it. The fate of the Whispering Woods depends on you.
Guided by Eldrin's instructions, I ventured deeper into the corrupted lands. The journey was perilous. The corrupted creatures, twisted mockeries of their former selves, lurked in the shadows.
But Arin was not alone. He found allies in the remaining uncorrupted creatures, a pack of loyal wolves, a nimble-footed fox, and a fearless wildcat. They fought by his side, their courage fueled by their love for their home. Section 5, the Whispering Serpent's Lair. Eldrin, the wise owl, guided Arin through the corrupted forest, his keen eyes spotting hidden paths and dangers that lay in wait. The forest was a maze of twisted trees and creeping shadows, each step more treacherous than the last.
The heart of the forest, he hooted one day, pointing his wing towards a towering mountain wreathed in shadow. It lies within the Whispering Serpent's Lair, a place where few dare to tread. The entrance to the lair was hidden, shrouded in darkness and mystery, a place where the brave and the foolish often met their end.
The Whispering Serpent was a creature of myth and legend, feared for its venomous fangs and stone-crushing coils. Its presence was a dark shadow over the land, a tale told to frighten children and warn travelers. Arin had only heard whispers of its existence, tales told around campfires to ward off evil spirits. These stories painted the serpent as a monstrous being capable of great destruction. The closer they got to the mountain, the more oppressive the darkness became. The trees seemed to close in around them, their branches like skeletal hands reaching out to ensnare. The air crackled with an unseen energy, and the ground trembled under their feet. It was as if the very forest was alive, reacting to their presence with a mix of curiosity and hostility. Fear threatened to consume Arin, but he pushed it down, fueled by his determination to save his home. He knew that the fate of his village rested on his shoulders, and he could not afford to fail. Section 6, a desperate plea for help. As Arin approached the foot of the mountain, he stumbled upon a clearing. There, huddled together, were the creatures of the forest, their eyes filled with fear and despair.
A young wolf, barely more than a pup, whimpered. The whispering serpent. It took our parents. It's going to consume the heart of the forest.
Arin's heart ached for them. He knelt down, meeting the young wolf's gaze.
I will save your parents, he promised, his voice firm despite the tremor in his chest. I will save the forest.
The creatures looked at him, a flicker of hope igniting in their eyes. Arin drew strength from their trust, from their desperation. He would not let them down. Section 7, the spirit of the forest. With a newfound resolve burning in his heart, Arin began his ascent up the mountain. Each step was a testament to his determination, his willpower pushing him forward despite the challenges. The path was treacherous, littered with jagged rocks and guarded by the whispering serpent's corrupted minions. These creatures, twisted by dark magic, watched his every move, ready to strike. As he climbed, he felt a presence, a whisper on the wind. It was as if the forest itself was speaking to him, guiding him through the perilous journey. It was the spirit of the forest, weak and fading, but still fighting against the encroaching darkness. The spirit's energy was faint, yet its determination mirrored Arin's own.
The spirit spoke to Arin, its voice a low murmur on the wind, carrying the weight of centuries of wisdom and sorrow. Its voice a low murmur on the wind. You carry the hope of the forest, young hero, it said, its tone both urgent and comforting. You carry the hope of the forest, young hero. The creatures of the forest, the trees, and even the wind itself believe in you. The heart, it responds to your touch. This ancient artifact imbued with the essence of the forest recognizes your spirit. You are the chosen one, the one destined to restore balance and bring light back to our world.
These words filled Arin with a surge of strength, a belief that he could overcome the darkness that threatened to consume his world. The spirit's faith in him was a powerful motivator, a belief that he could overcome the darkness that threatened to consume his world. The shadows seemed less daunting, the path less perilous. He was the green forest hero, and he would not falter. With renewed vigor, he pressed on, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Arin finally reached the summit, the air thick with the stench of decay and the sound of the whispering serpent's raspy breaths. The creature was colossal, its scales shimmering like obsidian in the fading light.
You dare challenge me, little morsel?
The whispering serpent hissed, its voice like grinding stones. Arin stood his ground, his heart pounding in his chest. He knew he couldn't defeat the creature with brute force. He had to be smarter, quicker. He had to use the forest's power against it. The battle raged, a whirlwind of snapping jaws, flying arrows and echoing roars. Arin dodged and weaved, drawing upon the agility of a forest cat, the speed of a startled deer. As the battle reached its peak, Arin felt a pull towards a cave hidden behind a curtain of cascading water. He knew instinctively that it was there, within that cave, that he would find the heart of the forest. He broke away from the whispering serpent's assault and darted towards the cave, the creature's enraged roar echoing behind him. He entered the cave, his hand instinctively reaching out to touch a pulsing orb of light, the heart of the forest.
Whoa, this is it.
As soon as his fingers brushed against its surface, a surge of energy coursed through him. The forest around him, the spirit of the woods, responded to his touch, to the love and dedication burning in his heart. Empowered by the heart of the forest, Arin turned to face the whispering serpent, his fear replaced by a fierce determination. With a final, earth-shattering roar, he unleashed the forest's fury, pushing back the darkness, cleansing the land of its corruption. The whispering serpent, weakened and drained, retreated back into the shadows, vanquished by the power of the forest and the courage of its hero. As quickly as it had descended, the darkness lifted, the corrupted creatures reverting back to their former selves.
It's over. It's finally over.
Arin returned to the clearing, the heart of the forest pulsing warmly in his hand. The creatures of the forest greeted him with cheers, their eyes filled with gratitude and admiration. He had saved them, saved their home. With the heart of the forest restored to its rightful place, the whispering woods began to heal. Life returned to the once corrupted lands. The trees swayed gently in the breeze, their leaves whispering songs of gratitude. Arin, the green forest hero, his name now echoed with reverence and respect, knew his task was far from over. He would remain vigilant, ever watchful for any sign of returning darkness.
I will always protect you, always.
He was the protector of the Whispering Woods, its eternal guardian, his heart forever bound to the ancient trees and the creatures that called it home. And so the legend of the green forest hero lived on, passed down through generations, a tale of courage, friendship, and the enduring power of nature.